There once was a boy, his name was Tom. Ran around his house with some goggles on. "I want to fly," he told his mom, saving up for a plane from the chores he's done. A week went by, he went to the store, saw some things he's never seen before, but on a shelf he found the jumbo plane. Not much of a choice, they were all the same. So Tom got his plane and he headed home, put a sign on his door that said "Flight Zone," opened up the window, and then he threw. Over 100 yards that plane flew. Tom ran outside and brought it back, but there was one thing that he lacked. He wanted to fly, but how could he? Tom wanted to make history. He built a plane bigger than himself, the kind of plane you won't find on a shelf, the kind of plane you can't fit inside, but you could hang onto it and glide. Tom climbed to the roof, hung the plane off the side, he gripped on tight, and he went for a ride. He went straight down, headed for the ground. He shifted his weight and turned upside down. Tom leaned back, and up he went. This ride was the best dollar spent. On and on he flew around his town. People looked up, and all they could say was "Wow." Tom flew up over the rolling hills. He passed on by his good friend Will, and then he went to the ocean side. With all the amazement he cried, tears of joy, not tears of sorrow. Oh, the things he'll do tomorrow. In his mind he was making plans, not paying any attention to his hands. His hand slipped over just a little, enough to shift his weight from the middle. The plane started pulling to the right. With a sudden jerk he gripped on tight. He went around in circles like in NASCAR. But everyone was staring. He was still a star. He moved to the left, shifting his weight. Now he is once again flying straight. Tom then passed someone flying a kite, so he thought about a new project tonight. If I take the kite and use it as wings, I could tie it to my arms with some strings. I could be like a bird, flying everywhere, maybe even to Greenland, if I dare. I could visit the whole world. Tom got airsick, and then he hurled. He went back home and headed for bed. Tom lay there, resting his sleepy head. Tom thought of ways to not be sick, but the clouded thoughts were way too thick. He went downstairs to his mom, and he said, "I guess my dreams are gone."